Can the Browns make it to the Super Bowl in 2021, 2022? I hope so. We're going to talk about some of the ways I think they can do it today. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sports Sanctuary, a YouTube channel dedicated to all things sports with all the latest news, in-depth analysis, and comical hot takes that should be good for a few laughs. So if you're a diehard sports fan looking for weekly sports content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. That way you can get alerted every time that I upload a new video and don't miss anything. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into today's video, because today, y'all know what I'm here for. We're back to talk Cleveland Browns and their chances to get to the Super Bowl in 2021, which, you know, is something that only Browns fans thinks we're capable of. Nobody in the national media really thinks we're capable of it, and none of the other fans in the NFL really believe we're capable of it. But we're going to talk about some of the ways that we can do that today. And for those of you who may not know, this is the fifth and final video of this series, which I released leading up to the start of the NFL free agency in 2021. So I can basically give my thoughts on some of the ways that I feel like the Browns can drastically improve their team for the upcoming NFL season and make a legitimate run at the Super Bowl. And to be honest, in my eyes, one of the single most important things that the Browns need to do this offseason is figure out a way to evolve the offense, like, as a whole. And let's be clear, I'm happy, I am ecstatic that we finally have an offseason where the offense doesn't have to learn a new system, but going into year two means that the Browns really have to be ready to shake things up this year, because everybody's going to be ready for everything we were doing last year. Stefanski was a new coach. Nobody didn't really have any idea of his patterns and tendencies, but that's going to change this year. And yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm cool with the bootlegs and the screenplays and the play actions. All that stuff is very extremely valuable to have in the Batman utility belt when it comes to football. But that shit is only going to get you so far. If the Browns really want any chance to go deep into the playoffs, their offense is going to have to get creative with schemes and concepts so that they can, you know, get those hard points and those close moments in the game when they need to get a score for the win. And along with Baker, I think that means that Baker basically has to do better on maximizing his efficiency on the easy throws for the small gains. I think that's one of the biggest ways to evolve this offense, because there were too many times in 2020 and beyond where Baker was just overthrowing wide open receivers, just making plain uncatchable throws that ended up being drive killers. Because think about it. If you run the ball with Nick Chubb on first down and you get 4 yards, it's 2nd and 6. So on second down, you throw a swing pass or whatever, or incomplete screen pass, incomplete swing pass. Now it's 3rd and 6, which isn't impossible to convert, but that isn't exactly the easy conversion that it would have been if Baker would have completed the simple pass on second for like 2 or 3 yards. So all in all, I do think one of the biggest ways that the offense can evolve is by Baker becoming more efficient overall. Because as Baker becomes more efficient, the offense will inherently become more efficient along with him, and that will present more opportunities. But Baker isn't the only one who needs to help the offense evolve. Let's be clear about that. Stefanski is right there with him, and known not only in terms of finding new ways to strategize his game plans for 2022. When I say Stefanski needs to evolve in this context, I mean that he needs to evolve his play calling, which he's aware of. He's spoken about this, because even though he made a lot of good calls throughout the season and a couple of good calls in the playoffs, when it came down to the last game of our season against the Chiefs, he made some pretty silly calls that probably cost us the game in the end. Calls like not getting Kareem more involved, or the calls at the end of the game where he basically played us into a no-win situation. And it's cool. Like I said, it was his first year, growing pains of a coach, you know, big stage, all that. But I feel like in order for the Browns to become Super Bowl contenders, their head coach is going to have to really, really adjust the way that he calls plays in certain situations. down the stretch. And lastly, in terms of evolving the offense, I think that the Browns should really invest in some O-line depth at some point as well. And I know everybody's going to be like, your O-line was the shit last year. What do we need more O-linemen for? And I say that because even though we had the number one O-line in the NFL in terms of pass blocking and run blocking, there were quite a few times where the Browns lost alignment to injury or COVID or something last year, and it severely disrupted the continuity of the offense, namely the run game. And if the Browns add some depth, it won't only go a long way towards sustaining high levels of performance from the O-line, but I feel like it will also give the offense more flexibility to change up their looks and create some confusion that can result in much more time for Baker to throw touchdowns. But that's basically just how I feel about the topic. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think the offense could take a couple steps forward, or do you think it's fine, just a couple tweaks here, a couple tweaks there, and we'll be all right? I would like to know how you feel about this down in the comment section down below. So let's talk some Browns football. If you found any value in this video, any entertainment value, anything, please just drop a like, share the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps out the algorithm, and I appreciate it. Other than that, I got nothing else for you. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.